In this video, I will show you how to make a dramatic shadow animation in After Effects, and it is not just about making a shadow animation. Even if you don't know anything about After Effects, we'll teach you how to make it and export it from scratch. This video is the first one of our After Effects basic collection. We will upload more simple videos on After Effects to teach you guys basics of After Effects. So let's start. I'm using the latest version of After Effects, and the interface going to look like this. I'm not showing the project name, which already did, is just because my clients don't know I have a tutorial channel. Start by clicking New Project, and then you will find the After Effects main interface something look like this. If you don't have the same menus we see here, don't worry, we will show you how to do that in a minute. Now you got the home, mouse, and hand keys at the top left. And you have a lot of other kinds of stuff here on the right hand side. Effects and presets are the main panels you're going to use. Just click on Effects and Presets. You will find hundreds of items under the Effects and Presets. You can check them individually by name. This particular toolbox is from an external plugin, called Animation Composer. I will provide the direct link to the site in the description. If you find some horse-headed guys, you are at the right site. You can download and use that. It has a free version. It's the free version I'm using. For working in After Effects, you need composition to start with. Composition is what you can call a canvas, for example. To make a composition, you have two direct options. You can either click in the box that says New Composition, or you can go to Composition in the top left panel and click on the new composition.
This is the width and height of the composition. Always uncheck the box right to that, which says Lock Aspect Ratio, if you don't want to keep the aspect ratio the same. And just click OK to make a composition. Now you can see this is the workplace. Scroll the center wheel of your mouse to zoom in and zoom out of the workplace. If you want a fit screen view, go to the bottom right of the comp screen, and you will find a number with the % symbol. Click on that and select Fit. Now the composition is fit to the screen. And if you want to change the composition settings, go to Composition, and click on Composition Settings. You can change the background color here. Double-click the box for color and change it. It's that simple. I'm gonna keep it black as it is. And here you can change the frame rate. I keep it 30 most of the time. And here you can change the timeline duration. How long do you want your timeline? I will keep it 10 seconds. Now click OK. The timeline is set to 10 seconds. And if you find missing any of the panels we discuss, click Windows, and select the panel you want. Let me show you some. Now we will make a solid color layer. Right-click on the timeline or on the main screen, and select New, and then Solid. If you want, you can change the color from here, or just click OK. Now if you want to change the color, don't worry, just double-click on the solid layer, and you can change that. And just click OK after changing the color. I'm going to keep it white. Now go to Effects and Presets, and type RAM, then you will find one effect with the name Gradient Ramp. You can add an effect to the layer by dragging and dropping to the composition direct with the layer selected, or drag it to the layer on the timeline. Or you can double-click on the effects with the layer selected. Now you will find the Effects Control panel opens directly. If you don't have this panel, go to Windows and find Effects Controls and tick that one. This is the place where you can make changes to any effects that you will apply from After Effects. Let me give you a tour of the panels which we have here. This is the Project panel. This is where you can find the compositions you made and the assets you dragged to After Effects. And this one is the Animation Composer's main panel. If you want a tutorial on the Animation Composer, please let me know in the comments. You will find the Animation Composer handy while working. And obviously, they are not sponsoring this video. It is a small channel, so no sponsors. And if you guys want to support me, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and that will be awesome to see some subscribers to the channel. Okay, let's come back to the Effects Control panel, and adjust the first one which says the start of ramp. Now you can see the black color is moving while we change the values. And if you change the end of ramp, the same thing will happen with white, but we don't want a linear gradient, we want a radial gradient. In that case, go to the ramp shape, and change it to radial ramp. If you feel like swapping the colors, just click on Swap Color. That will do the job. Now we change the color. Double-click the box for the color want to change. In this case, take the white color to the top of the composition, so it feels like the light is coming from the top. And remember, always save your project while working. After Effects can crash at any time. Even if you were using the paid variation, also it going to crash. Press Ctrl S on your keyboard, and save it with any name you like. Now press the T on the toolbox to add text. And click anywhere on the screen and start typing. In this case, we will type shadow. Then click on the mouse key in the toolbox. Now you can move the text anywhere. This is called the anchor point. Move the anchor point to the center by pressing Y on your keyboard. Now you can move the anchor point, and the anchor point adjustment from Animation Composer will come in very handy in these situations. Press V on your keyboard for the mouse tool. Now as the text layer is selected, press S on your keyboard. Now you can adjust the scale for the layer. You can increase or decrease the scale, and if you want to align the text, you can select the layer, and go to Align, and align that to your preferences. Now press Ctrl D on your keyboard, to duplicate the selected layer, and double-click on the layer, go to Character and change the color to white for the top layer. Then select the bottom text layer, and add an effect named CC Radial Fast Blur. This time I'm using the plugin called FX Console from Video Copilot. I will provide the link in the description. This one comes in handy after you use After Effects for a certain time. If you are new, I am not recommend this one. If you are new to After Effects, go to Effects and Presets and type Radial Fast Blur, and apply that, then come back to the Effect Controls panel, and change the zoom to brightest, and increase the amount around 75 maybe, and adjust the center point with your mouse. You can adjust it on the main screen, or you can adjust it in the Effect Controls panel. In any way, move it to the top. Now we will animate the shadow. For that, click on the clock icon for the center and amount, and keep the current time indicator at starting. If you came to the layer and click the down arrow for the effects, and then you can see the fast blur effects we applied here. There is the point which we added now. This is the point where our animation starts. Now move the time indicator to maybe 2 seconds, and move the center to near the text. And increase the amount to around 75. Now go to the background layer, and click on the timer icon for the start of ramp and end of ramp, with the current time indicator at starting of the timeline. Now move the current time indicator to 2 seconds. And move the white and black points down. Now it feels like the light is moving. Now press 0 on your keyboard to play the animation from starting. Now we got the animation part done. It looks awesome, right? And it's too simple. If you found this video helped you somehow, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to change the color for the shadow, double-click on the bottom text layer, and change the color here on the character panel. I'm gonna leave it there. You can see I animate it to the left and to the right, in the same way. Now we will export this animation as a video. For that, drag the current time indicator to the time you want to end the video, and press N on your keyboard. And in this case, we want the animation from the start of the timeline, or if you want to render from some particular time, drag the icon there and press B on your keyboard to move the start point. Now go to File, and find Export, and add to Render Queue. Double-click on the Output module. And keep the format QuickTime. And keep the channels RGB. Press OK. Now go to Output to, and select the place you want to save that. Then click on Render. This video will be in MOV format. And if you want to render this one as MP4, you need Media Encoder installed for that. Go to File, Export, and add to Adobe Media Encoder queue. That will open the Media Encoder screen. Click on the first box which says, Match Source. And keep the format H.264 for MP4 output. Click the output name. Select the folder you want to save, and name the file. And uncheck the box for export audio. We don't have audio in the animation. And press here to export the video. After exporting, you can click here and play the video. That's all I have you for today. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and see you with a new video.